Okay, so here's The Ocean by Led Zeppelin. Okay, so let's dive straight into the tab. You can see here that you're on the 4th string and it does a 5-7 hammer and a 5-7 hammer. So I'm going to start with my first finger. If you notice here, you're on the 5th fret there on this 4th string up, and then you hit the 5 and hammer the 7, and you want to do that twice. See that? Okay, let's go to the rest of the tab. Oh, what's happened here? Okay, so the next part, you got to go back to the 5. So you go, and that's going to be your first finger, and then you come back up to that 7th fret on the string above with your 3rd finger, and then you got to sort of leap with your first finger to the 3rd fret. And I do a little slide after I've held it for a bit, so that 7 to 5, you can see it's a bit of a leap. Okay, so the next bit, we're on the 5th string and it goes 5-7 hammer, and then you hit the 5 on the 4th string. So, and the next bit is kind of similar, and it goes 5-7, and then you hit the 7 on the 4th string. So these two sections go like this. Again. Okay, so that with the start bit. And then from there, you want to be moving your first finger to the 4th fret on the 5th string, and then reaching with your little finger to the 7. So, and then move your first finger and go 5-7. So, so it is an odd time signature. This, it's sort of like isn't the standard 4/4. It's sort of as soon as you've hit this 7 here, you want to go back straight to the 5-7 hammers. So I'm going to play this last 4-7, 5-7. I'm going to do them 4 notes, and I'm going to go back into the riff so you can hear how it jumps in. So practice that. So it's kind of like just jolts in from nowhere. There's probably not much point in getting too technical with this quick tutorial. Just use your ear and try to work that out. So from the start, down, down, da, da, do. Dun, da, dun, da, dun, da, dun, dun, down, down, da, da, do. See, it jumps in. Da, 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 do, da, dun, dun, down, down, da, da, do. Dun, da, dun, da, dun, da, dun, dun, down, down, da, da, do. Dun, da, dun, da, dun, da, dun, dun. Okay, so the next part uses power chords. So we're on the 5th string, 5th fret there, and then you put your little power chord note on, and you go da, 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 da. And then you move that down to the 3rd fret on the same string. Da, 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 da. So you got da, 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 da. And then what happens, you move up to the 6th string and you go 5-3-5. So when I'm looking at the tab, I'm not looking at the biggest number, because a lot of people will probably look at like the 757. But to me, the biggest number is where you just add in your little finger there. I want to be looking for the root where my first finger is on the smallest number. So 535 would be here. So then you add your power chord on. Obviously, it's going to be a higher number because it's always 2 frets up from your root. So that's... And from there, where you just move down a string and you go. So putting that together, starts on that one. 3, 4. So that's 4/4 timing. It's not. And in the second verse, second time you come round, it does this little thing on the 10 here. So you're barring the 10th fret just from the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string. So you're not doing all of them, just them 3 strings. So I'm going to show you how to add that in now. So it goes. Now, have you noticed I'm not just like picking out the I'm not just picking out the notes individually like this. I was when I was showing you. Yeah, obviously I was. And that's how a lot of people practice power chords. They're so specific. But if you notice, when I really let go, I was like this. And I've got more freedom, and the timing is a bit more, it's got more power to it, it's more precise, it's got more attack to it, rather than watch. And I'm using my strumming skills rather than individual picking, which sounds a bit weedy really. So the way I'm doing that is a couple of things to note. So when you get your power chord on, say I'm on the 5th string, I want to be not hooking my fingers round. Maybe that's why you have to be so specific, because if you were to strum that, it'd sound like a mess. Now I flatten my fingers so that I'm actually muting the 3rd, 2nd and 1st string. And you can hear the 4th string because my finger's on it. You can hear the 5th. And this finger's muting the top string, but still keeping that note on the 5th. Or you could bring the thumb to mute there, but here. So really, on these strings, you're hearing like a click, and really they don't overpower the actual sound of these 2 strings. So you can actually afford to strum them all. And really, I'm just hearing these 2 strings, rather than... What's this? More assertive, more energy. Move down, keeping the same technique. And then when you move up here, you don't have to mute anything above it. You're just muting all these strings. And then move it down. So it might be worth just working on a power chord on this string, and then here, just work on it, but muting all the strings around the actual 2 notes you want to work on. And just work on that for a week, so then you'll naturally just do a power chord and you'll be muting things. These are the hidden things that a lot of tutors, if you watch videos online, they don't talk about the muting. And when I'm playing, there's more muting that happens here than I'm actually probably letting on half the time. And that's when you're copying what someone's doing, and you're like, oh, why does mine not sound like... Why is mine not sounding like that? Mine sounds like... You know, it's all these hidden things that sometimes ain't explained. So hope that shines some light on that. Hope you enjoy the riff. It's a great riff to play. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.